this year we decided to focus more on retail footfalls, which are higher spending customers, and also improve our non-ticket spends through events and other F&B offerings and such. And that is what has resulted in this numbers. And we hope that the trend will continue. Of course, in Q2 and Q3, the mix will vary because we are more reliant on groups in Q2 and Q3. So the mix and the ARPUs might drop a little bit. But you can see that compared to YOY, we should do better than last year.
Okay. So what have the footfalls been like in Q2 so far? In Q1, it stood at 11.02 lakhs. How much lower is it, and what is the number looking like?
Footfalls still, I mean, this quarter is still just not even halfway underway, so it's hard to predict. So far, it's been good. It's going as expected. Of course, unseasonal rains and things like that do hamper footfalls. But having said that, we will continue to have a good performance in this quarter as well.
Just an indication of the July footfalls?
July footfalls have been good. I think it's better than what we projected. But of course, it's hard to, I don't have exact numbers right now. But I think we are doing better than last.
Okay, so the next trigger for you would be the construction of this new park in Odisha, which has begun already. It's an asset-light model. So give us more sense, how will this asset-light model work? What is the capex allocated for the construction of this park?
Yeah, so our park in Odisha, we had signed an agreement with the Odisha government a few years back, and they have very kindly invited us to set up the park. And that has helped us to reduce our capex, especially through land acquisition. That always takes a lot of time and effort to get that done. So in this case, we've been able to bypass that whole stage. Because of that, I think we are able to turn the park around faster. We can get it operational within the next 18 months. And the capex for this project is about roughly 150 crores, which is significantly lower than what we would spend in a full-fledged park where we had to acquire the land as well.
What's the update on the Chennai project? When does construction begin? What's the potential revenues?
So Chennai is also on track. We are going to start construction next month. We are just waiting for some final approvals, but all the other work has already mostly been done, including the design work for the park, etc. So we're just waiting for some approvals, and we should be breaking ground there very soon.
Okay, you are doing, of course, the Odisha Park. Then there is Chennai Park as well, which will commercialize and will aid revenues and profits as well. But post-pandemic, we did see pent-up demand. Do you think that is something that will taper off, or you are taking more steps to ensure the flow of, to ensure the footfalls that we saw? And what are you doing to drive that in terms of higher average revenue and higher footfalls as well?
So like I said earlier, last year was, an exceptional year in terms of footfalls and revenues. This year, looking strong so far, and I don't see a reason why we should do worse than last year. But having said that, there will be some months where footfalls will vary. And, because this year onwards, all the schools and colleges are working full time and back in, they're working from their respective campuses. We do expect variation in footfalls. But at the same time, I think because our ARPUs have been stronger, and we've also taken a lot of steps to ensure that our ARPUs remain high. For example, new F&B offerings, a lot of events that we do, even our ticket prices have gone up also. So all that put together, I think we will definitely have a better result this year.
Are you looking to up your ticket prices this year?
We have already increased ticket prices roughly about 12 to 15% for the year.
This happened when?
Start of April.
Okay, so now no more, right? We're done for FY24 in terms of price hikes.
Yeah, so the way we do price increases basically when we do new attractions and rides. So we are planning a few new attractions, for example, in Hyderabad and a few in Cochin as well. So as and when these new attractions come into play, there could be further price hikes. Not yet decided.
Oh, not yet. Okay, so that is about pricing, but what about the Bangalore resort? The occupancy is at 69%. What would it look like going forward, and are you planning any further resort expansion?
So the resort has been doing quite well. In fact, Q1 did extremely well for us. So we are looking to expand into this space by adding new capacity at the resort. So we are adding some new rooms. We are adding roughly 40 rooms as part of that plan. And we are refurbishing the current resort as well and adding new features like a new bar and even a small water park, which we've recently opened there. So I think we are definitely going to invest more into this space because we see a lot of traction, especially post COVID. And because of that, I think we are, we are on track to expand into that segment as well.
Okay, all right, Arun, thank you so much for joining us and taking us through your plans and what the financials would look like in FY24 as well. That's Wonderla Holidays. With that, we'll take your leave on this edition of Mid Cap Radar, but stay tuned, your stocks when we return.